Yo, you know what? I gotta be honest. There's some fucking crazy, fucked up motherfuckers in this country. There are some crazy, and I say this again, fucked up motherfuckers in this country. There are some fucked up, shit for brains in their skulls, fucked up motherfuckers in this country. And I give you Exhibit 1. Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, Mark Robinson. In memoir, who the fuck writes a memoir, by the way? Like, unless they're old. Like, why would you write a memoir unless you're you had like a near-death experience or like you think you're gonna die soon? This is called a book. It's a book. It's not a memoir. It's a fucking book. Like, you know what I mean? It's a fucking book. A memoir is for someone that has cancer and they want to talk about their lives and pass it on to their kids. A memoir is someone that has a heart attack and thinks that they're going to die soon and wants to just, get it out of the way. A memoir is not some stupid motherfucker trying to write a book to gin up his 2024 fucking governor run. That's not a memoir. It's a fucking book. Okay? Anyway, in memoir, aka a book, North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson mulls 2024 run, calls for taking science and history out of elementary schools. Now, I'll get to this in a moment, but I just want to talk about how stupid North Carolina is, and I say that having lived there for many, many years. Not that many years, but, enough years to know how shitty it is. North Carolina is one of those states where, like, the average person has an IQ that's equivalent to, like, this piece of paper. Like, this piece of paper has, if you put this piece of paper and give this piece of paper a test, chances are there's like a 30-40% chance it's going to score higher than the average person in North Carolina. North Carolinians are fucking stupid. They are dumb motherfuckers. Now, again, of course, I know I have to say this because there's going to be some motherfucker out there that gets triggered, but not all North Carolinians. Yes, I know, not every single fucking person that lives there is dumb, but most of them are. Most of them are. Have you ever fucking been to North Carolina? We got some stupid motherfuckers in North Carolina, and they vote like dumb motherfuckers too. North Carolina is one of those states where in the 2020 election, a Democrat won by a pretty big metric. In fact, I'm going to look this up again. What was it? The governor won a Democrat won the governorship by a pretty good fucking margin, 51 to 47 points for North Carolina. Again, that's a pretty good fucking margin, okay? And Donald Trump won the state for the presidency, right? Who was up there? Was it Tom Tillis or the other one? I don't remember. The Senate candidate's a Republican. The lieutenant governor, because in North Carolina you vote for governor and lieutenant governor, right? So the governor is a Democrat. The lieutenant governor is a fucking crazy Republican, right? The president is a crazy Republican. The Senate is a crazy Republican, but they vote for a Democratic governor? It's one of those states where you have such a part of the electorate that has this brain rot of, we need to get both parties in power so that they can create bipartisanship. Bipartisanship. Now, you might be wondering who is running against Governor Roy Cooper, the Democrat who's currently the governor of North Carolina. Who is running against him in 2020? Some guy by the name of Dan Forest. You ever see this fucking anyone that lives in North Carolina, that for years, I'm talking like literally, like this shit started like right after the 2018 midterms probably, but like 2019, 2020, everywhere in North Carolina are these Run Forest Run signs. Like, Jesus Christ, because the guy's name was like Dan Forest. He was the lieutenant governor before, because he ran for governor and lost, right? So when he ran for governor, he relinquished his position as lieutenant governor. And all over fucking North Carolina is these Run Forest Run signs. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, how cringe can you get? Anyway, so obviously Mark Robinson is the new lieutenant governor, right? And obviously is going to be eyeing a 2024 run. This is duh. This is a duh, folks. This is a fucking duh, right? But I just want to be very clear, is that Mark Robinson is way more insane than Dan Forrest, the previous lieutenant governor who was a Republican. This guy is nuts. This guy is fucked up in the head. I need you to understand. Like, if you were to do an autopsy, right, on this guy's brain, right, and you were to, like, fucking, you know, get one of those, like, bone saws and cut his skull open, there would be no brains in there. It would be a giant pile of turd-like sludge that melted from the extreme overheating that's going on in this guy's brain, okay? It would leak out. It would leak out. Like, you know, if you're doing an autopsy and as soon as you make that fucking, like, that cut and it goes all the way through, shit's gonna start splurting out because this guy is full of fucking shit, okay? Now that I've said all of this, let's read the article, right? Now that I've gotten all of this out of the way, let's read the fucking article. North Carolina Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson is dropping more hints about a potential run for governor in 2024. And, if elected, he says he'd work to keep science and history out of elementary school classrooms. He said he'd also seek to eliminate the State Board of Education. End abortion. And work to prevent transgender people from serving in the military. Now, two things here. One, North Carolina, I believe, is like one of the biggest military states, right? You go to North Carolina, there's fucking like, we support the troops signs everywhere, and they love the Coast Guard or whatever the fuck. And North Carolina is a garbage fucking state, right? Let's be honest, right? But also, last time I checked, the military is not, there is no North Carolina military. Now you have the North Carolina, like, state, like, you know, guard thing going, like, you know, you can work in some kind of, but the military is a United States. It is a federal institution. How can the governor of North Carolina ban transgender people from the U.S. military? It's not possible, right? But this guy's just crying and whining, and this is just like, again, what he's saying he supports, right? He's just trying to say, yeah, I hate them goddamn transgenders. They goddamn in the military, you know what I mean? Like, why do you, like, what? Like, what is the logic of not wanting transgender people in the military? I really don't understand it. Right? Why not? Don't you want transgender people to die? If your goal is for transgender people to be killed, send them off to fucking fight in some stupid fucking war. I mean, like, come on now. Like, let's be honest. It's very inconsistent, these people. Incoherent politics. Anyway, throughout his memoir, a fucking memoir, by the way. I mean, I don't know, looking at this guy, maybe he is gonna fucking hit the ground screaming any minute now, but Jesus Christ, calling this shit a fucking memoir, my God. The lieutenant governor all but announces he'll seek to become North Carolina's governor in 2024, saying he's giving it serious consideration. No fucking shit. He's the lieutenant governor. Like, we already know that fucking garbage. No one's gonna run to become lieutenant governor, right? And then just go like, all right, I had a good time. Bye-bye. Like, they're going to try. Now, most of the time they fail, but they're going to fucking try, right? He writes that he and his team have lists of fundraising contacts in anticipation of a run. He also says he is drafting plans of what a prospective gubernatorial bid might look like once the second-term Democratic Governor Roy Cooper is out of office. Quote, we have had a leader who has taken us on a long way in a wrong direction over the course of his 2 terms, and that's where I think I could be of great service to the people of this state. How is it in the wrong direction? We don't know. All we know is that it's in the wrong direction. No supporting evidence, no reasoning, no logic. It's just wrong. It's bad. Somebody's got to right the ship before it sinks. While I have not declared for the race, we are making plans to make a strong run, should I decide to. Cooper's office didn't immediately respond. Why would Cooper's office fucking respond? Anyway, Robinson wants to eliminate the State Board of Education, leave science and history out of the curricula for 1st through 5th grade. I need you to understand, this guy is a religious fundamentalist. This is what these people want to do to this country. You think this is a North Carolina thing? Motherfuckers all over the country are trying to dismantle the school system. Look what's going on in Florida with Ron DeSantis's fucking Don't Say Gay bill, basically banning people. If they're gay, you're not allowed to be a teacher in Florida, right? And then now he's trying to install weird veterans as the teachers. Like, get rid of all the teachers, you know, who actually want and care about teaching, and install some PTSD-riddled meathead macho man motherfuckers as teachers. Right? This has been a big Republican project for a long, long time, destroying what little good education does in this country. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Education in this country fucking sucks. It sucks. Education, I mean, look at the population of this country, right? You can if you talk to 10 random people on the street, right, you'll learn pretty quick how bad education is in this country, right? So education, as it is already, pretty fucking useless. It's garbage, right? But these people aren't like, oh, let's fix education. Let's make it better. Let's fund it. No. They want to defund schools. They want to put less things in schools. Motherfucker, like, we just went through a pandemic that's still going on, by the way. I know, oh, I'm done with COVID. No, you're not. No, you're not, motherfucker. You're an idiot. But we've seen in this pandemic that I say this every now and then. There was a poll done in April 2020, right? The month that the month after the pandemic really got serious for a lot of people, that said that, like, a good number of Republicans will not wash their hands to combat the spread of COVID-19. Now, again, we later learned that, you know, hand washing is not as important as wearing a mask and whatever. But imagine being a Republican. Someone calls you on the phone. Hey, do you wash your hands? No, I'm a Republican. We have a country where a sizable chunk of the Republican Party's voter base, they don't wash their hands. Right? And this guy wants to reduce scientific education in schools. This guy sees that and says, oh, we have too much science in the school. We don't need to be teaching social studies. We don't need to be teaching science. We surely don't need to be talking about equity and social justice. Robinson also reaffirms personal views on climate change that became a major issue. Guess what? Most people in North Carolina know global warming is junk science. So, okay, step 1, global warming is fake. Step 2, let's remove scientific education from schools. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? I would get rid of it, Robinson writes. We need to have one entity, one person where the buck stops. Right now, we have at least 3. The school boards, the state superintendent of education, and the local school systems, and none are truly answerable to the others. We need one entity to be in charge of education in the state so that when the legislature has questions and concerns, they can go to that institution and expect to influence the way education is done. Again, dumb motherfucker. Dumb motherfucker. Anyway, you can read the rest of this if you'd like, but dumb motherfucker. Dumb motherfucker. I need you to understand. Dumb, shit for brains, stupid, fascist, religious nutbag, dumb fuckface motherfucker. Okay? Dumb as fuck. And I'm sick of these fucking Republicans. I'm sick of these stupid fucking religious people. I'm sick of these stupid fucking Republicans. Stupid fucking Republicans, man. And the only reason I'm covering this one is because I lived in North Carolina, so I have a little bit more information than I would if someone in Ohio had said this. I've never lived in Ohio. I've only been to Ohio like 2 times in my life, and let's be honest, probably not going to go back anytime soon. Anyway, enough of that Ohio bashing. Unintentional Ohio bashing. Where are my Ohioites out there?